What's going on, people? Troops TV, back again. Back our blood clot again, you understand? Episode 30 of The Trophy Show. Make sure you like, share, comment, and subscribe. You get me? Big up Sophie every time. It's been a crazy morning, as usual, in the Trophy Show headquarters.
It's not. It was cold.
Yeah, if you lot could see what she was doing to the radiator.
I was cuddling the radiator because I was so cold.
Yeah, and then she's squatting on top of it.
No, I didn't.
Oh, man, it's a mad thing.
No, I didn't.
I
stood over.
It's a mad thing, blood.
I didn't. I stood over the radiator because I was cold.
Jay's gone.
You just exaggerate.
I
was not crouched over. I stood.
Do you know what? I wish Jay had like a camera on himself. Pause. So because like when I was in Barstool, Jetski had his own camera. So if I say Jetski, he could turn like he had his own. So like we need to get Jay a camera. You understand? So he can be involved in it as well.
I stood over
because his reaction, I bet they could hear.
I stood over the radiator because I was cold, and then I cuddled it.
Yeah.
Because I was cold.
Yeah. Okay.
End of.
Interesting start to the morning.
It is an interesting start to the morning.
Yeah. How you been?
Sick.
Again?
Yeah, I can't take this weather anymore. I've just got nothing left in me. It is very bad, but it's just the weather. It's just not improving.
You said you've been taking your CMOS, yeah?
I've been taking my CMOS. It does not work, but again, those things do help. But I think I'd need to take it for like a year.
No, it's not a year. It's like 2 months, like a month, and then it will kick in.
Yeah, no, nothing's been kicking in for me so far. But again, when I was a kid, I used to have really low immunity, so I used to have blood tests and all sorts. So
do you know who's been kicking in?
What?
Do you know who's been kicking in?
You?
No, Kai Havertz.
Oh, yeah, that's what I mean, you guys.
Yeah, let's talk, blood. 6-0 Arsenal, you get me? Only place to start, yeah? Another mauling, another first round knockout.
Yes.
Arsenal went to Bramall Lane and put them in 6 spliffs, you understand? 6 of the best. That's 21 goals in our last 4 games, I believe. Ridiculous form. Kai Havertz 3-3. Yeah, I want to ask the question. Were Chelsea holding back Kai Havertz? Because this Havertz that I'm seeing is the one that I saw at Bayer Leverkusen. This is the Havertz that I thought was going to Chelsea. Because when Havertz was going to Chelsea from Bayer Leverkusen, I was like, shit, this is a good move. They're calling him the new Ozil. Left-footed, silky, as to say, pause. So I thought, okay. But it didn't really end up that way. But at Arsenal, it's like Arteta has unlocked him. You get me? The finish yesterday, I've never seen him hit the ball like that, bro. That was like Foden's finish against United in the derby. It was that type of his assist. You see the way he bring down that ball. Like when brother Johnny Minerals is like he's actually right, blood. Yeah, he's not right on the Bergkamp comparison where he was like Dennis Bergkamp-esque. But I'm starting to see what Minerals was talking about. That Kai Havertz, do you know what I'm going to call him? He's the enigma. He's the enigma, bro. Because I don't know what his best role is. I don't know where, like, to put him at the start of a game.
Well, you said you prefer him up top.
I think a free role. So you can drop into midfield. You can interchange. I like him in the false 9. You understand? The confidence the man is showing, the drive, the hunger, the desire. He's getting, consistent performances now. He's improving as well. That's the thing. It's not like, okay, he's scoring goals. Okay, he scored against. Because people try to downplay, oh, it's Sheffield United. But you can only, you get me, perform against who the opposition is. You understand? And he's doing that. Performances are getting better. Arteta's showing him more trust. The fans are starting to believe in him more.
Yeah.
People will say, oh, it's March. This is when Havertz pulls up. March Madness, shout out Future. But he's been doing it before March. Like, since we came back from Dubai, he's been on crud. Like, even if Jesus being fit now, I'm starting Havertz. Like, at a point, I was like, I remember when there was the debate of when Jesus comes back, do we keep Trossard in or do we put Havertz in? And I was like, if Gabriel Jesus is fit, you start Gabriel Jesus. Now I'm at a point where I'm like, you can't take Havertz out of this team. He is the silky German.
I mean, listen, again, I think he's a talented player. It's just a question of how long it lasts. So if he can go into next season finish this season and go into next season with that same mentality and with that drive, then of course, why wouldn't I want him to do well? I'm just saying, him and Jorginho at Chelsea, you should see clips of it. There were just all sorts of errors and mistakes. But then again, Kai Havertz can turn up in the big games. So he was always one of those, like, fans would be on his side, and then for the next 4 or 5 games to be rubbish, then he'd turn up again when we needed him. So it was all a bit all over the place. But for you guys, yeah, I think he had a lot of support from the fans and his teammates. I think that makes a difference. I think the entire team, like, when they were giving him the penalty ball and stuff like that. So I think that does help. And we'll talk about Chelsea in a minute, but I think football's more mental than it is physical these days. Definitely. Pause. Okay, is that a pause?
Yeah, physical.
Oh, for God's sake, okay. Well, then every word would be a pause.
Nah, not every word, but that one is a pause.
I didn't mean it like that.
Yeah, no, but just in case.
Yeah, but no, I think a lot of it is mental, and I think we all need to be, especially when we're in the ground, I think we need to be a bit louder and...
More supportive.
Yeah.
Do you know what? When I'm in the ground, to be fair, I am supportive. When I'm at the game, like, when I watch along, my head will go quicker.
Yeah.
At a ground, if we concede, my head will go. Like, I am that guy that I'm in the ground. What the fuck?
Well, you're impulsive.
Yeah, but I'm more supportive in the ground. If we're 1-0 down, 2-0 down, I'll be more, come on. If I'm doing a watch along, I'll be like, these men are clowns, you're bottling it again, look at you, man. But when I'm in the ground, because I think I'm there, I have to play my part. You understand?
Yeah, no, I get it. And thing is, I had a conversation with one of my friends after the Carabao Cup final loss. And
yeah, you was getting big criticism about your atmosphere in the Carabao Cup final.
We did. Do you know what though?
I heard Liverpool. I was doing watch along, so I didn't.
No, Liverpool fans are mental.
In the chat, they were saying troops. They've been singing that "Ale, ale, ale" for about 6 minutes now, and Chelsea, you can't hear a word. I was like, "Ross, swear down." And that's when they started to.
No, do you know what? Definitely, our fan base was more quiet that day. Like, we did sing, but I think there's 2 things there. Number one, the Liverpool fans were allowed to stand up no matter what. We were literally like, there was stewards all the way up and down telling us sit down, to the point where we had to sit down. So. And we were on the sidelines. So obviously that does dampen the mood a little bit. But I had a lot of people around me that I'd never seen before, weren't singing, weren't saying anything. I think a lot of tickets in the Chelsea end weren't necessarily given to a lot of the real fans.
Because I heard
I'm not sure,
I saw a fan cam, a little youngster, and I saw them saying that they were a lot of Liverpool fans in the Chelsea end. Celebrating.
So one of
clearly like bold, being brazy with it.
One of my friends said to me they were sat in, I think they were more club Wembley level, but it was all Liverpool. It was, and they were the only Chelsea fans. I don't know what went wrong there, but that definitely contributed to the atmosphere, because most Chelsea fans that I saw around me, other than a few of my friends here and there, I'd never seen them at any games before. So obviously you do get the odd, and I'm not talking about foreign tourists or anything like that. They were, most of it was English domestic, fans. But I don't know. I think that did dampen the mood a little bit, because compared to what I normally see at Wembley, it did seem like a little bit of a different crowd. So I'm not sure what went wrong there. I'm not sure who the tickets were given to, especially in the hospitality areas. But yeah, if you do crowd the majority of Liverpool fans in the Chelsea end, even in hospitality, you are going to dampen the mood a little bit. But yeah, Liverpool were allowed to get away with everything. They had flares. They had fucking fireworks going off. I mean, to be honest, and when I was going in the ground, it was pretty strict. So who knows on that front. But of course, that is going to dampen the mood a little bit. But yeah, we should have been louder. And I was talking to my friend after, I think it was a few days after the game. I think it was on the Tuesday, the day before the Wednesday when we played Leeds. And he was saying, like, the boys were gutted. They were clearly gutted at the loss, which I think. He says the fans weren't loud enough. So obviously, when you show them support, it's like having an 11th man on the pitch, isn't it?
Yeah, the 12th man.
12th man, sorry. But, not including the goalkeeper. But yeah, so I feel like now I've had time to calm down and, reassess, reevaluate what happened that day. I think just in terms of the entire season, like, he said to me, look at the difference when we were at Palace away, for instance. We never stopped singing. And away support is always better than home support. But we never stopped singing, and look at the difference. We came from 1-0 down to win the game 3-1. Same at Aston Villa. So I do think the lads need that sort of confidence. And we do need to show more support, especially when we're in the stadiums. However, I think it's got to a point where the reason the fans are so quiet is because we sort of go 1 step forward, 2 steps back. and it disheartens the fans a lot. So when I was at the Leeds game midweek, it was sort of like, I've not seen it that quiet at the Bridge before, but it wasn't that they didn't want to sing. It's just they're all so annoyed with how we're playing, because even when we shouldn't be letting 2 goals in at home to a Championship side. It shouldn't be happening. We should be cruising through. But I think because of how we've played all season, we won that game, we got through, but we weren't particularly good.
So you're blaming the atmosphere, the fans, the state of your club on Havertz's form at Chelsea?
No. I'm not saying that at all. I think again we're not going to know with Havertz. I think he's doing fantastically now.
Because he was the issue. Mount was the issue. They've both gone.
Mount wasn't an issue.
Yeah, like according to Chelsea fans, Mount was the problem.
I've never said that.
I said according, not you. I'm saying in a lot of Chelsea fans were happy to get rid of Mason Mount. Were happy to get rid of Kai Havertz. Were happy to get rid of Jorginho. Obviously Mount's gone on injured. Don't know what's going on with him. But Havertz and Jorginho have gone on to better things, and they were like classed as, if we get them out and bring in this Caicedo, Enzo new midfield, that is gonna what up. But now
I can't
it's
speak
not.
for them.
That's why I asked that. Was Chelsea holding back Kai Havertz?
Nah, I can't speak for them. I think Kai Havertz is somebody who needs to be babied a lot by the manager and his team.
He needs an arm around his shoulder.
He does. And I think Chelsea, at the time when he was there with Roman Abramovich, you only have a certain amount of time to show your worth. And then if you don't, it's more, you're on the bench type of thing. So I think it depends on manager as well. I'm not saying they shouldn't give them support. I think Kai Havertz also has a lot of amazing players around him, such as the Declan Rices and the Odegaards. So
Bukayo.
Saka, obviously, yeah.
Martinelli.
Yeah,
Saliba.
which will obviously, as well, when your team is doing well, you then naturally perform better as well. I think there's a lot of that as well.
I think the environment's got a part to play.
Chelsea, loads of players struggle to come when they come to Chelsea. Thing is, like, for instance, you could go back as far as look at Torres at Liverpool, look at him at Chelsea. Look at Salah at Chelsea, look at him at Liverpool.
Salah was different. He was younger.
Torres
went to Liverpool. Torres went to you lot. Like when his injuries started to kick in and sorry, I think at the time, because of our ownership, because of the way we functioned as a club, if you weren't good enough, you were benched. Takes a while to get back in. Not good enough. You've only really got 1 or 2 games to prove yourself. The only player I remember Chelsea really giving a lot of time to was Ramirez, because he did take a full season to sort of settle in, and then he was brilliant. So maybe that is more the approach you should take, but I think they were Havertz and Jorginho were just too inconsistent for my liking. I never once said... No, not you. I'm saying because I see it on Twitter. So people were having flipping...
Well, people on Twitter are stupid.
Even on YouTube, people were having celebration streams when Mount left, when Havertz left, when Jorginho left.
Well, they're not real fans then. I don't know who they are. Anybody that I speak to that goes to the games week in, week out, such as season ticket holders, fans that I've known for ages...
Some of them were season ticket holders, to be fair, that were doing this.
Okay, well,
some of them were match-going fans.
Okay, listen.
To be fair,
in terms of Mason
Mount, it weren't
Mount,
like just man that just sit in their bedroom like goldfish and MY there. It was actually
goldfish. Well, okay. So in terms of Mason Mount, this is the way I see it, and this is the way the majority of normal fans think. We wanted Mount to stay. They did not want to pay his wages and what he was asking for, so he went to United, and that was the end of that one. Has that move worked out for him so far? No. Havertz just wasn't consistent enough for us. I'm not like you see players all the time. They're not very good for one team. They make a move. Suddenly they're better. I mean, you could say, for instance, Lingard at United compared to at West Ham. Different types of players. So I think different players are suited to different environments. Sometimes you need more support. I think Arsenal fans are the most critical.
You're damn right.
100%.
Hello.
Yeah.
Hello. Hi. They made that word after me, blood. You get me?
Like when you think of what happened with Xhaka and all that, years like when he was like, things were going off.
Yeah, told me to fuck off.
Yeah, because fans are very, very passionate over there. But also... you're very impulsive. You're very impulsive as a fan base. So I think with Chelsea at the minute, the reason why we're not loud and we're not singing is because it's just sort of been flat all season. And the minute we do start to do well and the fans give them that energy, they then come back the week after with a below par performance. And that's why fans get annoyed. So it's not a hostile environment. Like
it's never been hostile. Let's be real.
When Mourinho got sacked, the game after that, the players got booed off. Fabregas got booed off.
I remember the 3 rats: Hazard, Costa, and Fabregas. No, the 3 rats.
I mean, I never called them that, but
there was a sign.
Yeah.
I remember.
And Fabregas even came out and said, listen, it wasn't me, you know, because the fans really loved Mourinho. And you can tell when players aren't performing well, when they're not happy with the manager. It's not rocket science. But, you know, I did have this conversation with my friend, and he did say, listen, look at the difference when the fans are behind the team. And that made me think a little bit, because football is way more mental than it is physical, no matter what. Did you see that interview that Calvin Phillips did? And he said he came on for, so basically he said he came on for the last 30 minutes of the game at City, and he was really bad. And he said that's when he called Bielsa. Is that how you say his name?
Yeah.
Called him and just said, listen, what do I do?
Bielsa.
And yeah, and Bielsa said to him, it's all in your head. It's all confidence based. So I do think, and it is hard for players, especially when that's all they've known all their life, and you have thousands of people in a stadium every week, and then you have all the criticism online. Of course that's going to get to you, and it's not going to make you play better, is it? If the fans or somebody online said, keep going, like, this is just a blip, get your confidence back, we're all behind you, I'm sure you'd see a change, and they wouldn't be as scared. And I don't mean scared as in scared.
You mean nervous?
Yeah, as in nervous. And obviously
like
nerves
self-doubt.
like nerves affect how you are. Like, imagine,
We're all human.
Yeah, of course. So
I'm only human after all.
Yeah.
Don't put the blame on me.
Yeah. So
Shout out Ty. If you know, you know.
But it's hard when you're a fan and you are impulsive and you want your team to win. It is hard not to just start shouting and swearing, and we're all guilty of doing that at some point. But I do also think we need to give a little bit more support to them, especially at home games, because away fans are going to sing no matter what. That's where you get the fans that you see most weeks.
Yeah, when you go to an away, it's normally everyone you know.
Yeah.
9 out of 10 people, you've seen them.
Like, people say to me, oh, you're going to, like, for instance, you're going to a game away by yourself. And I'm like, but I'm not by myself, though.
Yeah,
because I know everybody's there.
You could go to a pub, you're all right from there.
Yeah.
As soon as you get to the city, you're fine. You could be on your way on the train, you'll meet people up on the way.
Yeah, and you meet people. So it's not like you're entirely on your own.
You're
know
never
what I
on
mean?
your own.
No, exactly.
Away game, you're never on your own.
No.
Unless
like,
you're...
yeah, if you went to a home game, you'll meet people, but it's not the same. It's not like a family orientated thing.
You can literally just go there by yourself. You could not talk to no one.
Yeah.
Away game's very different.
Yeah, away game's more like...
You will have at least one person that you can...
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
It's more cultural and it's more like a family environment. So, yeah. So
what's your thoughts on Arsenal, though, before we move?
Thoughts on Arsenal? I mean, listen, number one, Sheffield United are going way down. Down.
Yeah,
There's no coming back for that. And, you know, we saw what Newcastle did to them. It's not hard to bang in 6, 7, 8 goals.
I think it's the 5th time they've conceded 5 or more goals at home.
And that's what I mean. And this is their home form.
Yep.
I think if you're in that bottom stage, your home form, yeah, exactly. So you need to maintain that, and they've not done that whatsoever. And, you know, half the fans were leaving. I don't blame them, of course. A lot of fans did stay, though, so credit to them for doing that.
Half the stadium was gone by 15 minutes.
100%.
And we were there singing our favourite song again. Stadiums get emptied everywhere we go. Stadiums get emptied everywhere we go.
I do like that song.
Everywhere we go. That's a banger.
I don't like your voice.
You get me?
But yeah, of course. So I get it. But in terms of Arsenal, I still think what I said for the past 2-3 weeks, I think you're silly to write yourselves off.
No, I've said that we are in the race, but we're in the race with Usain Bolt.
Yeah, but you also said you're not getting your hopes up and you're not going to win the league.
I'm not. I'm so I'm not gonna lie. I'm like, but the rod is there. Pause, and I'm there like, I'm like, no. And then I'm not. Nah. I'm chilling.
You're putting that wall up just in case.
Yeah, like I'm not breaking my heart again. I'm not having it. Like, I've been there, done that, got the
What
t-shirt.
if it gets down to the last game of the season?
I'm still.
No, Troops, come on.
No, I'm
you
still.
You need to let that go.
Because
and go
I
for
don't,
it.
Sophie.
Do what we just discussed.
I've been through more pain, than majority of football fans in the last.
You go again.
15 years.
You go again.
Nah, I can't. My mental state. Nah. For my mental health, bro, I got good mental health. Yeah, I've never had to like go and talk to someone or nothing like that. Like, I'm blessed, innit? And
I do.
The only way it could have me talking to a shrink is Arsenal Football Club. So I'm not doing it, bruv. Let's just see where we go in it. Let's see where we end up.
But now listen, you're performing incredibly well. Your home form, your away form, you know, other than the Champions League, which you haven't seemed to really get down yet. again, due to
We're
a lot
still
of
in that tie.
inexperience.
Like, it's only 1-0.
Yeah, no, you're still in it. But yeah, so I just think it's going to come down to the last 2 games of the season. That's what I think anyway. And I think the deciders are going to be in the games you play against each other. Because
we got to go to City, we got to go to United, and we got to go to Tottenham.
Yeah.
And no matter how bad United
United away you can win that.
No, but this is the thing. No matter how bad United is, we've beaten them 2 times at OT in the league since 2006. So no matter how bad they are, we've gone up there and they've been piss poor and we've drawn. We've lost to these dead clowns. Last year, we're supposed to swipe them. The year before that, we're supposed to swipe them. The year we went up there, when we battered Tottenham at home, 4-2.
Love that.
Torreira, bad boy goal. Aubameyang, one of the goals of the season. We were like frothing at the mouth.
Okay, that's not appropriate.
No, because we had Man United on the Wednesday. So we were frothing like, we're going to kill. Bro, this is where we win. This is the win now. Bro, went there and fucking drew 2-2. I don't like, Old Trafford is a bogey stadium for Arsenal. It's a bogey. So no matter how poor they are, I'm always going to that stadium with it's fucking Old Trafford.
Yeah.
Something always goes wrong. Etihad, we ain't won there since Santi Cazorla masterclass 2015. Last time we won there.
Wow, years ago.
That's what I'm saying. Tottenham, it's a London derby. It could go anyway.
The records are made to be broken. So.
And we are the record breakers, to be honest. We've broken hella records like Invincibles, goals.
Yeah.
Like we're on a mad thing right now. You get me? But
I think,
I'm staying calm.
Yeah, I think the difference here with United is that is hostile up there at the minute.
Yeah.
Very hostile. So that will work in your favour. And
Hopefully.
again, I don't see the fans screaming and shouting because they're, United and Chelsea really aren't that different this season.
Let's slide into Chelsea now.
Yeah,
Pause.
we just have different problems.
Brentford 2, Chelsea 2.
Yeah.
Brentford are the kings of West London. 4 points. What do you mean? You've beaten them once in the last like 5-6 games or something.
Yeah, we're not
they
very
literally
good
own
against,
your club.
We're not very good at Brentford.
Yeah, they own West London.
Even at the bridge.
These lot are
they're
saying
beating
pride.
us.
They're not saying pride of London. Look at
Right, I've been very nice about your teams.
Jay,
You're not going to be
shout
rude.
out Termina. You don't even look safe in your own ends. I'm about.
What are you talking about?
If you know, you know.
I don't.
You don't even look comfortable in your own ends. I'm about. They will know, so it's cool.
Yeah, I don't.
But you're not comfortable in your own area, basically.
No, I'm comfortable in my own area.
No, you're not. Brentford are bad in you lot. You see what Visa's doing? Bicycle kick settings, bro. Cole Palmer. Let's talk about Cole Palmer. You see that miss?
Listen, we can't expect Cole Palmer to perform 100% every single game. But yeah, he has been our most consistent player this season, so I'm going to let him off. However, I think what was more funny, we have to talk about Jackson. I might be turning a corner. I think he's hilarious.
Yeah?
I think I've turned a corner. We'll
Is that down to Astrid?
No.
I had to ask. I had to ask, innit?
I wouldn't even bother.
Well, yeah, definitely.
So, first of all,
Go on.
have you seen the bit he's running into the box?
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure it's Chilwell. Somebody on the other side is like waving to him, like, look up and pass to me. He ain't looking. Does his little crossovers. Have you not seen this?
Yep.
Does little crossovers and somehow backheels the ball out of the box. It was the most bizarre thing, and I really at this point was just like, Jackson, you've really got to sort it out, babe, because something ain't right here. That's not normal behaviour. Okay. Number one, you need to look up. Secondly, there's no need to do all those flicks and tricks. Once you're inside the box, you look up and you make the assist. That's basically what you should have done there. So I was like, I just don't know what I'm seeing. But then he comes out with a fantastic goal.
Yeah, the header was brazy.
He's one of a kind. And again, this is making me think, is it more of a mental thing with him?
Is it because he's young? He's only, 22, 23?
Yeah, no,
he's
he's
young.
Young. So I think it's a combination of both. I think because he is good with his feet, something happens when he gets in front of goal. It's like he freezes. So I do think that's a mental thing, because he has proven that he can do it. 11 goals this season. And I did like his post-match interview. He was saying, he wants to do best for him, not just himself, but for his team as well. He should have scored more this season. He's working on it. So I think what you see at Chelsea at the minute, number one, Poch has to go. But secondly, I'm still on that. But secondly, because I don't see a system. I don't see a game plan.
Did you like Poch's press conference?
Which one?
The one after Brentford.
Well, it was his birthday, wasn't it?
Yeah.
So I'll let him off.
Okay. Just checking.
What were the key things he said again?
Chelsea are basically a mid-table team.
Yeah, I mean, well, but what do you expect from him? Because he already said he was playing for the penalties in a final
He
against
said
Liverpool.
that he won't quit because he was asked about the chants coming from the away end. Fuck off Maurizio, Todd Bowie and Egg Bowie. What's his name? Egg Barley. Derogatory chants to them as well. Yeah.
Well,
And
again,
then,
that
and
wouldn't
then
be
you've
all
got fans
but-
calling out other fans saying don't be negative, but then the away end is as toxic as my away end was in Wenger days.
Well, that's again, I think the fans are more annoyed with the owners and the manager than they are the players. But it's just reflecting down onto the players because at the end of the day, they're the ones on the pitch. And again, we're impulsive. So the minute Jackson does a silly thing like that, or Conor Gallagher misses 3 chances in a row, or I don't know, whatever the situation
Palmer
is.
misses a sitter again.
Yeah, fans lose their shit because they're used to seeing this all season. And I think if we saw a system we were trying to if we as fans, if we could see the system that Poch was trying to implement, then we would get behind him. I don't see a system. I don't like his substitutions that he makes. Don't really agree with every starting 11 he puts out, the positions he puts the players in, the amount of times he moves them around. I do take in consideration the amount of injuries we've had and, you know, the fact that they are all so young, so he can only deal with what he's got to a certain extent. But I do think with another manager, somebody who really is that strict, I think now you need the most discipline you can get out of a manager to get the best out of these kids because whatever he's doing isn't working. But I do also think as a fan base, we need to be more supportive. We need to be more loud because my mate was right. The difference in the team when the support is like that is like a completely different level. So I think it's a combination of things, but we have to remember, and I was looking at the team sheet, they're so young. Most of them are 20 years old and they don't have anybody experienced around them. I'm just like repeating myself every single week now, but it is true. So
They have experience, but I mean, Thiago Silva's literally 58.
Not 58, he's 39. But he's not even playing anymore. He's injured and he's going to be gone at the end of the season. But then again, yeah, who do you have around you? Like, if you think about it, when Mason Mount and all that were coming up, I'm pretty sure we still had JT and Frank around. But my point is, Dave was there, Azpilicueta, Rudiger was there. They had other players that were so experienced that when you integrated them slowly, by the time they actually did get up to their level, that's when we let go of Rudiger. That's when we let go of Kante. Now,
Yeah, Kante was there. That was the main.
yeah, now it's just a load
Jorginho
of.
was there.
Now it's just a load of like kids that have no guidance.
Kovacic.
So without,
There was a lot of experience still.
yeah. So without,
Champions League winner, that man.
yeah, and also we sold Kovacic to City.
And we took Georgie.
Yeah. So again, and that's another thing. We sold them to other teams, but we didn't take from other teams.
You did.
See what I'm saying?
You took Casado.
Oh, not Brighton. I'm not talking about Brighton. For
You
God's
took
sake.
Lavia. You get me?
Brighton's not our main competition.
You brought back Gallagher from Palace loan. You went and took.
Yeah, but he was already ours. It's not the same. It's not the same.
Yeah,
It's not
but
the
you
same.
went. Yeah, but you went and took players from other oppositions. You stole Mudryk from us.
Oh, he never came to you.
Like
That was a
he wanted to. He was crying.
That
Apparently,
was a transfer battle.
Did you see he was crying? Apparently, do you see what he said? He was crying. He didn't want to go to Chelsea. He called Arsenal before he got on the plane to fly to London to do the deal, and he begged Edu to, if there's anything that can be done, can Arsenal put more money? He did not want to go Chelsea. Apparently,
Well, but I think with Mudryk, it's a different situation. You can tell he doesn't really want to be there. And I was, you know, he puts nice stuff up on social media and everything. And again, I do think his confidence has taken a massive
he was
hit.
tweeting off the bench against Palace.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think,
He literally had his phone. You know when they were singing "Don't worry about a thing," he started tweeting it.
yeah. Listen,
Brother, imagine Saka starts tweeting off the bench, blood. No way, I'm losing my head. I'm losing my head.
well, you lose your head anyway.
I know, but you're tweeting on the bench. Nah.
Now, listen, I think, again, they don't have anybody. Do you think if there was a Mourinho there,
I was gonna say,
he'd be tweeting off the bench?
Is it gonna take a Mourinho to come and turn this around? Because
It
Mourinho
doesn't
don't
need
really, but he don't really work well with youngsters. So that's the thing I don't understand when you're saying Mourinho.
Yeah, I mean, but when I say Mourinho, though, I wouldn't be thinking of something long term. He's going to last 1-2 years max, and
So
then
a stopgap.
yeah, and then the players won't be able to keep up with it. A bit like Antonio Conte. He comes in, and by the second season, they're all absolutely knackered, mentally, physically drained, and they can't hack it anymore. So you do need a combination of both. But Poch isn't offering anything. He's offering the wrong mentality. He is rotating the squad way too much. It's good to rotate, but you need to know how to do that and when to do that. They've all been moved out of position so many times. The only real players that seem to have really taken on any criticism and turned sort of something negative into a positive would be Gusto. He's super young, early 20s.
Disasi? Disasi? I don't even know how you pronounce it.
Disasi's only just starting to come into
Good
his own.
finish as well.
Yeah.
Back post.
He does make a mistake. My friend calls him a fridge. We just need the fridge to start moving.
Yeah, that's Maguire.
Yeah, no. Well, Disasi's massive though, gigantic.
Pause.
But again,
Pause.
no pause
Blood
there.
clot. That is a pause, dog. If there was ever a pause needed, there it is, dog. Lord, rod.
I mean, in terms of height
I don't give a shit. So if that
and
is a
weight,
pause, yeah, whatever.
strong.
Yeah, we're
strong,
pausing
strong
that,
lad.
mate. Yeah. Look, Jay's gone. His head in his hands.
Well, this is not fair because you two are on a
Oh
level.
my god! You should be. Listen, you're there now. Stop fronting. You've been around me for years, and you're around me weekly now.
I
so-
definitely can understand more things that you say.
Yeah, 'cause
in,
you're around
in
me more
random
now, innit?
conversation now. Yeah. Now listen, the bottom line is with Chelsea, I think we've expected too much this season. It was only going to go so far. I do think having a different manager would have made a better impact. We do need somebody who is that strict that nothing's going to get past him. I don't like Poch's tactics. I don't like his mentality. I don't like the things he says in his post-match interviews. And, you know, I'm not saying he's the worst manager in the world. I'm just saying he's not the right fit for this team. Same with Potter, really. He wasn't one of those managers that's, you know, going to kick off if you put in a bad performance. You know, if you need somebody like, for instance, Pep seems like a nice manager, but they're all scared of him. They're not gonna piss him off. They don't have that with Poch. And I think as fans, just all we can do now is give them as much support as possible because we do need to remember they are only 20 years old. So I was a little bit mean last week because I was so furious, but now I've calmed down. Now I've had time to reflect. I do think we need to show them a bit more support because even in the Leeds game, I think Conor Gallagher came out, perfected that final third, which was fantastic, got us an 89th minute winner. And I know he can do that. I just think a lot of it comes down to confidence and not feeling supportive. So I, for one, am going to be cheering more and trying to get fans, you know, uplifting the team a little bit more. And I want to see if it makes a difference.
Yeah, let's see how long that lasts.
Well, we'll just see, won't we? See if it makes a difference.
Yeah, by the next step, you'll be raging again.
We'll see.
Yeah, we're here for you. Don't worry.
I feel quite calm though at the minute.
Yeah, we'll see. Because you ain't playing next week. That's why.
That's why. Yeah, I'm away
Exactly.
this weekend.
Yeah, that's why you're calm.
No, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I've literally been stuck in the country for 4 months, so I'm going to go and watch an Inter Miami game.
Oh, wicked.
I'm really excited.
Okay.
Last time I
Are you
went
bringing
there.
me back?
Pardon?
Are you bringing me back?
What do you mean?
Were you bringing me back from Miami?
Like present wise?
Yeah, present.
My presents.
Will you
My presents.
bring me in, man. Get
That's the present I'm getting you. My presents.
Bring me back in, man. Get stuff for the kids.
Do you know how much a ticket was?
300.
Oh no! Everybody think. Okay, I thought it was $175 for one ticket, which is insane.
Where you sitting though?
In the standing area.
Oh, in the ultra section.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's where I got
Behind the goal.
So basically, last time I went there.
You snuck in. I remember you told me.
No, I didn't.
Yeah,
I had
you
a
did.
ticket.
No, you said you snuck into the ultra section.
No.
Just
So
next to it, and you said, "Yo, we're gonna go in with you and your brethren." No.
okay, no. So basically, we're all in the same section, but the ultras sort of sit in the middle,
Mm-hmm.
and we were more to the side. We're all in the same end. And then second half we went in there. Second half we went in there, and it was actually really fun. Some weren't too friendly to us because obviously they're Latin American, family orientated, and I was like, "Hi, do you mind if we sit here?" And we didn't really get a response, but there were some lovely people as well. But just being in that atmosphere, it's just wild to me how expensive the tickets are because it is like going to a National League stadium.
because of Messi.
It's tiny.
Yeah, it is.
But since Messi's come there, ticket prices are just boosted.
Yeah.
I think if you go to any,
So-
they're playing Montreal. It's
yeah.
not like it's a.
So I live next to Red Bull, and when I was out there, and it was $10 to $20 for a ticket.
Yes. Yeah.
As soon as Messi rolled in, so every game, like they play the Revolution, they play Philly, they play Charlotte, they play Atlanta, $10 to $20.
Yeah.
Inter Miami are in town, $250. That's the minimum. It's not going lower than that, blood.
Crazy.
It's crazy.
Crazy.
Absolutely
It was
crazy.
So it was $175 this time. It was $140 last time when Messi wasn't there. It was like a.
Who are they
he
playing,
was
though?
on international duty.
Who are they playing?
Montreal.
Oh, nah, that's shit. So
I mean,
it should be cheaper.
But what
I
I
got a
did
couple
love
people
about
in that
it,
team though, so big up the man them.
yeah, but
I
would highly recommend any fan going.
Mm-hmm.
The experience is amazing. Every time there's a goal, fireworks
and
go
then they got
off.
the music.
It's brilliant. It's like
all the beer goes in the air because you could drink in the stands, innit?
Yeah, beer
you
goes
could bring
in the
your
air.
beer to. You could bring your juice
Yeah.
to the stand.
Yeah, you
so
can
as
bring
soon as they
everything.
score, if you're in the boom. I was in the Charlotte section, blood. It was mad.
Yeah.
Lily was like, "Babe, I'm going. I'm going to sit in the VIP
Too
because we
scared,
had
yeah.
VIP, and I could go because I was working with them. So it was like I went to film in the section, and then she pulled up. She said, "Nah, fuck that. I'm going back to VIP. I'm going back to the heated seat. You could stay with these crazy people."
Yeah, it is intense. I mean, I'm going on my own at the minute because
Mm-hmm.
the ticket's so expensive. Not all my friends can afford to go. But I'm obviously getting my TikTok up and running. I think I can get a few things there, and I think people like to see, just different football stadiums and how
Do a
different
vlog, man.
how different fan
Do a
bases
vlog
are.
for your channel.
Yeah, I'm going to do it all. So it's like a content trip, basically. So, yeah, but I'm really looking forward to it, and I highly recommend anybody goes because I just thought I was going to some chill game. One of my girlfriends was really mad that I didn't invite her. And I went with 2 other girls. She was furious and she already had a birthday party to go to. And I just thought I was going to like an MLS soccer game in the tiniest stadium with no atmosphere whatsoever. I thought I was going to a bit of a library.
Yeah.
And then we get there, and bear in mind, we didn't even know we were in the standing with the ultras and everything like that, the standing area. And I was like, oh, is this what goes on here? And we ended up having the best time ever. So yeah, it is great. And I'm really looking forward to it. And it'll be a nice little work trip and some sun as well. I need some sun. If I want to be supportive of my football team in the winter, I need to have some like vitamin D. Oh no, what have I just said?
Say it.
No, I meant from the sun.
Pause.
I can't believe I said that. Oh,
There we go. Okay, moving on. Someone who is not happy.
totally.
Someone
I
who-
swear to God, I don't mean to do that.
Yeah, I bet you didn't. Someone who's not taking their vitamins. We just say vitamins, you get me. Man City 3, Man United 1, Ten Hag on the rope shit again.
Well,
Marcus Rashford,
we need to start off with Rashford's goal was fantastic.
absolute banger.
Madness.
of the month.
Madness.
Goal of the month already.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
I'm gutted we don't see more goals like that. Don't you think? And I when I saw that goal, I was like, oh, the majority, like 80% of it now, is teams walking the ball into the box. So it's refreshing.
It's not like
it was
back
refreshing.
in the day where you get 30 yarders, boom.
Now, like I remember like Matic at Everton and David Luiz at Fulham. Those sorts of
that
goals,
free
we don't
kick,
see them anymore.
That David Luiz free kick was mad. That was
Crazy.
mad. I remember that. That was crazy.
Wild. So, and I was there as well.
Okay.
So little things like that, I'm like, oh, it was
Foden
refreshing
goal
to
as
see.
well, though. The equaliser from Foden. What a finish, blood.
Yeah, Foden's on a different level. But again, I think that's because he's mental.
Is he world class?
World class, yeah.
You think he's world class?
Yes.
I don't think he is.
I think
There's
he's
a
world class,
debate
but
of who's better, Saka or Foden. I think they're different players. I think technically Foden is the better player. I think Saka's way more productive, way more composed, way more clinical.
I feel like
I
Saka's
think
creative. Saka's more of a creative player.
Saka, if you want a winger, you pick Saka. If you want a 10, you pick Foden.
Yeah, I
But
think
they're
that's
both
fair.
of them are not world class. They're bordering world class, both. For me, neither are world class. Because this is the first season where Foden's actually like consistently, like he always shows glimpses. We know what he's on. But this is the first proper season where he's like, you understand?
But what do you
Tunnel
think
vision.
Okay, what do you think Saka would be like if he was under the management of Pep Guardiola?
I think he'd be even crazier than what he is now.
Yeah, I know.
And look, this is the thing that Saka is not even performing at the level he was performing last season, but he's still getting the numbers. So imagine when he starts actually performing how he's supposed to perform,
Yeah.
the numbers will even go crazier.
Yeah.
I think Saka's got a higher ceiling than Foden, if I'm being honest. I think Saka can go higher, bro. I'm not gonna lie.
Well, I think
because of
Saka's-
the numbers he can bring, I think he could do this. I think if Saka keeps it up how he's going, pause. I think in 5-6 years he could do Salah, pause. Them kind of numbers because Foden is technically if I be real, probably the best English player we have technically.
He's so
on the
good.
ball. He is a joy to watch. He's the kind of he's my kind of footballer, my kind of midfielder. It's how I teach Trey to play. Glide. Make sure you look like when people look at you and you're gliding, bro. You look like a flipping
Penguin?
a gazelle. You're just doo-doo. You just look like a deer, a gazelle, blood. It's more Yazimi. It's just, and Foden's got that about him. But
Yeah.
I just think Saka's got his productivity.
Saka's definitely got more personality.
Nah, I don't know about that because
No, I
Foden's
think
got the
he
little
does.
rude boy thing but you understand, like if you're gonna do the rude boy thing, you gotta defend your mother. Yeah? You can't be watching your mother get smoked and then you're trying to do gunman, blood. Yeah? You can't do that, blood. Yeah? You have to either be bad or you're calling Babylon. You're either a bad man or you're a civilian. You can't be in between, pause. Yeah? This ain't the in-betweeners, blood. Yeah? Pick a side.
Right. I don't know why you're handing to me. I haven't got anything more to say on it. But
No? Haaland, miss of the season.
what was that?
Was that worse than the Chelsea miss? Because he did it against
Yes,
you lot,
that was
remember?
worse.
That was worse, wasn't it?
I mean, they're sort of similar. Well, basically the same. Although I think that was way worse. Way worse.
It was shocking, isn't it?
Because it was close to the goal.
Yeah.
He was close to the goal. So I'm gonna say that one was worse.
Yeah?
But yeah, in terms of United, other than that amazing Rashford strike, they are in what you call the mud.
Garnacho is absolute shit as well.
I like Garnacho,
No,
but
is
something's
useless.
happening.
He is useless. I saw a comp on Twitter,
not,
yeah?
though.
Oh my God, he's useless.
But then, like I said, that about if you looked at a comp of Jorginho, you'd be like, Jesus Christ, you wouldn't even go near him. You're just showing the bad
Garnacho,
bits.
like, I actually watched the game as well, and he was terrible. Like, there was a chance when he was running, and if he slid in Rashford pause early, Rashford is in. And he ran to the byline and tries to do some stupidness. He can't hold the ball. He can't beat a player pause. He can't do nothing, blood. He can't shoot. The guy scored, I think he scored in 3 games all season, bro. He scored like 2 goals in 1 game or something. I saw a crate. That's how mad the stat is, bro. You understand? Like, and Rashford's the one getting all the energy. Yes, he should be getting the energy, but the energy needs to be shared, bro, because Bruno was all right, but he didn't do enough. You understand? The people that played good for United was Dallo, Casemiro, Varane. Onana played well until he let in the second goal. Foden the second one. If you get a hand on it, you got to save it. But it was more the defensive side of United's game. That's where the players were stand out. The front line was piss poor. McTominay is the Scottish El Neni. Donny is the Scottish El Neni, bro. He goes sideways more than El Neni. It's absolutely ridiculous. Like, I really believe that if Mason Mount played that game and Højlund played that game, with all the space and the tactic that Ten Hag was using, the pace on the break, United win. And that's why I'm so pissed off, and that's why I'm trolling them so hard, the absolute scumbags, because they bottled it. They could have at least got out there with a point. How is Ten Hag parking the bus in the 45th fucking minute? 45 minute.
Okay.
1-0, bro. It's 1-0 and you're parking bus at Big Etihad.
So do you remember what I said when Chelsea played City?
Yeah.
You have the
No,
only
but Poch
way.
parked it at 70. That's the right time to do it, bro.
No, he didn't. The whole second half we were
No.
rubbish.
Didn't he? He parked at... No. He
Nah.
he parked at...
We parked the bus
no,
at 1-0.
He parked at 55.
Still
He parked at
terrible.
which was too early. But,
No.
bro, Ten Hag literally went out second half and said, you, man, stay there. Low block.
Right.
Low block.
Yeah.
We're not going attacking. They had no shot in the second half. They had 3 shots all game. Man City had 27.
So that's what I said to you. I said the only way to rattle City is to keep going at them. Keep going at them. Because you actually can't
No, but
sit...
the thing is that... Yeah, go
no.
on.
You can't sit with 10 men behind the ball against City. They have way too many goal scorers, way too much attacking force. They're going to get you every single time. I would take my chances and keep going at them. That's what I would do. Maybe you let in 2 or 3 goals, but you may win the game. So that's what I would continue to do. If you just sit back and you allow them to come at you time and time again, you are going to lose that game. Simple as that. So again, that actually comes down to the manager. Same with Poch, same with Ten Hag. Both of them made critical
Who
errors
gets
there.
sacked first? Poch or Ten Hag?
Ten Hag will get sacked first, I believe, because our owners do not want to get rid of Poch because they just have this long-term project malarkey in their brain, and I just can't deal with it. Why? What are the stats say?
I'm just looking at the other results. I was going to fly through
Oh,
them
I was going to say, what? Do they have a bet on it yet?
All right, let me see.
I wonder if they have a bet on who's to be sacked first.
Siri, what's the odds for Pochettino and Ten Hag to get sacked?
I found this on the web.
Next manager. Okay, here we go. So the favorite is Company. He's 5-2. Poch is 3-1, and then Ten Hag is 9-2. So the top 3 in order is Company, Poch, and then Ten Hag. So they think Poch will go before.
I mean, let's be honest. If Roman Abramovich was in charge, Poch would have been gone about 2-3 months ago.
Yeah, facts.
So, you know, so it's just because the owners don't really know what they're doing and they're trying to stick with it, and it's just completely pointless. We're worse off this season, at this point in the season, than we were with Potter. So it's only marginal, but the facts speak for themselves, stats speak for themselves. So, yeah.
Other results: Burnley 0, Bournemouth 2.
Liverpool lucky.
Semenyo with a banger. I was literally going to drop on that one. That was the next one. Yeah, that's the next one still. Forest 0, Liverpool 1.
99th minute.
If that ball, it's all because of the drop ball situation.
Yeah.
Hudson-Odoi should have had the ball.
Yeah.
If Forest get the ball, that goal don't happen because they literally, Keller goes long from that. They get the free kick on the left-hand side. Ball comes in, goes back out. McAllister puts it back in. Darwin, he's on absolute fire. We have to pay homage to Darwin Núñez. I think that's 25 goals and assists.
Yeah.
This 25 GA this season. Liverpool, I think they're going to run out of steam. I think it's City that's going to win it. I think Liverpool, they remind me of us last year where they're playing off adrenaline. They're playing off passion.
Well, they're on the brink, aren't they?
Yeah, I can see that it's going to, you get me? Oh, fall down.
Why so much singing today?
Why not? I'm happy.
Okay.
When I'm happy, I sing.
Okay.
You get me? Just because you're pissed, I mean, that's your business. You're blue, like your team.
I'm
Everton
feeling blue at the
won.
minute.
Bars for days, mate. Everton won. West Ham 3. Fantastic strike from Thomas Souček.
Yes.
West Ham starting to hit form after getting smashed everywhere. Fulham 3.
Pause.
Nah, not really.
That is a pause.
Okay, that's a pause still. I'll give you that one. I'm not too sure about that one, though.
No, that's pause.
No, I don't know. Fulham 3, Brighton 0. Brighton's form continues to be shocking in the Premier League.
Yeah, what are they doing?
Fulham are also taking over West London. Chelsea are just dropping.
If you're going to be rude, I'm not going to do
Deeper
your show.
underground.
I will not
More
come
bars.
to this podcast again.
Okay, see, yeah, because that was a pause.
Oh,
Because
I
I'm
really,
married,
really,
blood.
I
What, you in Savile? You want to try to get me divorced?
I pulled that back.
Okay,
No,
no.
what did I
Pause.
do?
You
What?
pulled it back.
What's
That's
wrong
a
with
pause.
that?
You pulled it back. Jay, that's a pause I lied, Jay. I pulled
No,
it back.
it's not. No, it's not.
Yeah, it's like I pulled it out. Like put that type of. Anyway,
Anyway,
Newcastle 3, Wolves 0. Your old boy Livramento getting a goal. You know what I mean? Good to see him actually hitting decent form after that horrific injury. The Scum won 3-1. I was loving life when Eze put the free kick in the back of the net, but then your ex-boy Timo Werner, Romero, and Sun with the goals. Luton 2, Villa 3. Ollie Watkins is on absolute smoke right
he
now.
is. I saw something.
I saw
Do you
I've
think
got a
he'd
stat.
come to Arsenal?
Watkins. Would I take him?
Would you have him?
Nah,
Why not?
Tony.
Oh, okay.
Tony, man. I'm not gonna lie. It's Ivan. Ivan is the one. I've actually got stats for Ollie Watkins. Yeah, he's the second. He got the second most goal involvements out of any English player.
Wow.
Only Harry Kane has more.
Wow.
Harry Kane's got 27 goals and 5 assists. Watkins got 16 and 10. And then third, that boy, Bukayo Blood Clot Saka. Yeah. Where's Foden? Oh, Foden's 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th. Oh, okay. Palmer's higher than Foden. Palmer's 7th. Foden's got 9 goals and 7 assists. Palmer's got 10 goals and 7 assists.
No, Palmer's been consistent. That's why I'm gonna let him off for last week.
And I believe, yeah, that is it, people. Yeah, that's it.
Isn't it? Chelsea aren't playing this weekend, so I'm
Nah.
away.
Quick
You've
midweek prediction. We have to wait. But quick midweek, City take on Copenhagen.
At home?
Yeah, second leg. They're 1-0. Is it 1-0?
No, I think they probably bossed that 3-0.
Are they 1-0 up? I swear they're 1-0 up.
I think an easy 3-0 for them on that one.
I think, yeah, I'll go with you 3. Yeah, I'll go with you 3-0.
Yeah,
Are they 1-0 up? Where the fuck are they?
I think that's fair to say.
Oh, they're 3-1 up.
Yeah, 3-0 easy.
Yeah, 3-0
3-4.
Bayern Lazio. It's currently 1-0 Lazio in that game.
Yeah.
I'm going 1-1. It's sorry, you know. Sorry's at Lazio.
Yeah, that's
I'm going
why-
1-1 because
Thing is,
Bayern have been
they've-
shocking.
Yeah, that's what I mean. They've hit
A brick wall.
yeah. Oh.
I'm saying 1-1.
It is at Bayern Munich though.
Yeah,
So
but they're also 10 points behind Leverkusen in the league.
Are they still at the Allianz Arena?
Yeah, I hate that stadium.
I love it.
Bayern
I love
Munchen
it.
5, Arsenal London 1. Ha ha.
Yeah, but
Fuck that guy.
When I was there, it was the winners of the Champions League 2012.
Yeah,
Chelsea
great.
FC.
Yeah, whoopie do.
I think probably 2-1 Lazio. I'll go for that.
Sociedad PSG. PSG currently lead 2-0.
2-1 PSG.
I say 1-1 again.
Okay.
And then Madrid Leipzig. Madrid currently lead 1-0. 3-1 Madrid.
3-0. Yeah. About that.
Yeah.
3 something.
Yeah. And that's it, people. Episode 30 wrapped up like a Zubi.
So we won't be here. I won't be here next week. Are you going to have a guest on?
I don't know. It's kind of, I don't know, man. It's kind of dead. We don't have a guest.
The thing is, there isn't. I know. No one is me, are they? You miss me so much.
See, why did I say that, bro?
But no, there's no. I mean, Chelsea ain't even playing this weekend, so I had the few days. But when I do get back, I will update you on the. We could do a Thursday, perhaps.
Yeah.
Because I'll get back Wednesday morning really early, so give me a day to rest, and then we'll go
safe trip over.
Thank you very much, darling. I'll let you know how it goes.
Make sure you bring back gifts.
Yeah, what are the gifts that you want?
You have to pick the gift. I'm not picking.
Oh, I know.
Because I'm going Spanibus.
You're going what? Sorry.
Spanibus.
What the hell is that?
It's a dank festival.
What does dank mean?
Dank. It's a dank festival in Spain. They do it every year. It's like everyone got all the American go over there.
What's it called?
Spanibus. So it's a spin on you know what, innit?
I know.
Yeah. So I'll also
gathered that much.
Yeah, I'll also bring you a gift back.
No,
as well.
I don't want a gift from that.
No, I can bring you a key ring, you wallad. Like
Can
I'm
you?
going to Barcelona. I can bring you like a Catalonia key ring.
No. I don't want any leaves or anything.
They're called
What I do want,
people.
it's a leaf.
Oh my god.
What are you laughing at me for? I'm not going to.
Catalonia is what they're called. Catalonia
But is it
is
a
like a
leaf?
Madrista. It's like a Londoner. You're
Oh.
like, share, comment, subscribe. Yeah. Until
I'm too
next
tired for this.
We're out, blood.
No,
We're out.
I thought it was a flower.
No.
I
It's
thought-
a fucking